Hey everybody, Phil Garner here with Garner's Gardens. So the very first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to use Oxy Pulling. So I start off using Oxy Pulling, which is the first thing that anybody should do prior to starting their morning routine. So you should do this straight out of bed. Sometimes I do this after the shower. Right now I'm doing this after the shower. So I'm going to squirt about, let's just say a shot full, about 1 ounce of Oxy Pulling in my mouth, and I'm going to swish it around for 30 seconds. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to start doing other things so I can get the most benefit, most bang for the buck. So I'm going to use my Tropical Coconut Magnesium Deodorant, and I'm going to put about 20 swipes on each under each armpit. As you see, I naturally don't have a lot of hair. However, using natural shea butter, coconut oil, and beeswax may pull out your hair. So just be forewarned about that. So I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to start doing other things. You see how I'm doing other things I'm going to start doing other things. So the next thing I'm going to do is use a Rose Hydrosol, and I'm going to soak my face. Normally you would use a toner. So I don't have any cotton pads on me right now, so I'm going to use a toner. I'm going to use a Rose Hydrosol, and it's so refreshing. It's like using rose petals on your face every single morning. You almost get addicted to the smell. Next, I'm going to use Neem Hydrosol, and I'm going to spray that on because I know neem is good for you. It's good for your hair. It's good for your skin. It's just good for you overall. So I'm going to spritz my hair. I'm going to spritz my beard, and I'm going to spritz my face, and I'm going to wipe off any excess stuff that I have on my body, because now it's time to get to work, and I'm going to start moisturizing using a variety of different products. The first one is going to be the facial serum. It's a 4D hyaluronic acid. From now on, I'm just going to call it HA because it's much easier to say. All right, so as I have a very damp face, so I'm going to put on the hyaluronic acid on my face using 3 dots. Drop on my forehead, drop in the middle of my forehead, on the side of my forehead, and I'm going to use on my cheekbones, and then I'm going to use my fingertips, and I'm going to really just moisturize it and penetrate it into my skin because my pores are open right now and they're ready to be received. They are ready to receive the nutrients that are inside of the hyaluronic acid and also the nutrients that are in the face serum itself, like raspberry and carrot seed. The next step is my hair serum, nice and thick. We use organic black castor oil, organic Jamaican black castor oil. You'll see how thick it is when I put it on. You can't really see right now, but it's pretty thick. Now I'm just going to put it on my hair inside of it because this is what's going to help really keep the moisture inside of my hair on my scalp, so I have no chance of any type of dry scalp or flakes. In the meantime, I'm gonna let that sit on my scalp, and I'm gonna let it penetrate into my scalp. The next thing I'm gonna do is shake these bottles very well, people, because the hyaluronic acid is gonna be sitting at the bottom of that bottle that you guys have. Okay, so I'm going to put that on all around my beard. I'm going to put it like right on the cusp of my beard, of my hairline, kind of my beard line, and I'm going to let it soak into my beard just like that. In the meantime, I'm going to get some beard oil ready. I'm going to put some beard. Yes, this is a lot of products. However, it doesn't take a lot of time to do this. And ladies, please skip this beard part. I'm just showing men how to do the beard. So I'm going to put the beard oil and the beard butter together on my hand because I'm starting to do that now. Instead of doing one after the other, I'm just doing all at once to make it a lot faster because this morning I had something to do. So I'm gonna really try and get it in and penetrate past my beard hair and onto my skin, because again, it's like watering a plant. Your beard is like watering a plant. You gotta get it into the soil. The soil is your skin. And if you have healthy skin, you're going to have healthy hair, you're going to have a healthy beard, and that goes along with the hair and scalp also. So the hyaluronic acid body oil, shake that as well as you can. You know, when you first get it, it's like a golden brown. You want to change it so that it starts to turn like a milky color, like a milky brown golden color. I'm going to put a little bit in my hand, and I like to use this, on my hair also. It's not bad. So I put it in my hair mixed with some hair butter, some shea hair butter, and I'm going to put that on my hair because the hair serum is already in my hair. and I'm going to put it in my hair and I'm going to start to brush it. I'm going to stylize as needed. Women, you'll probably curl your hair. You'll probably put the, not curl, but you'll probably use rollers in your hair or whatever. Braid your hair, because you don't want to use water. Again, use the hydrosols to soak your hair. You'll get a lot more benefit if you soak your hair with the hydrosols versus just plain old water. So I'm gonna stylize my beard a little bit. As you can see, my beard is getting a lot thicker. It's growing a lot faster and a lot fuller. And my hair is just doing a lot better too. So I just finished doing the Oxy Pulling. That was a lot longer than 30 seconds. Yes, it was. However, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh, and I'm loving it, because the raspberry oil is waking you up, and in the carrot seed oil from the face serum. At first, it smells a little bit earthy, but you're going to get used to it. The last thing to do is use the moisturizing layer, the hyaluronic moisturizing layer. So you want to step back a little bit and spray from afar. Spray as you need. I spray it on my skin, I spray it on my beard, and I also spray it in my hair. And I don't touch it. I let it soak in. So I'm going to put my wave cap on, and I'm gonna put my wave cap on so that my hair can set, it can dry. It normally takes about 20 minutes to dry, depending on how many products you put in your hair. And again, most people say don't put a lot of products in your hair, else you'll clog up your pores. I say, who cares? If you're using natural products, it won't clog up your pores. The next thing to do is brush your teeth, because now we already did the Oxy Pulling. Now it's time to brush our teeth using the mouthwash and also the tooth powder. This time I'm using the remineralizing tooth powder. The remineralizing tooth powder, I use about a quarter of a spoonful of this along with an ounce or two of the mouthwash. So, oops, that spilled out a little bit. That was a little, don't worry about that. But now I'm going to use an electronic toothbrush. I like to use the Philips Oral Care toothbrush because it vibrates. It vibrates at a high frequency, so I don't have to brush around in my mouth. I let the toothbrush do the work for me. So as you can see, as I'm letting all of this settle on my skin, I am doing other things. I am multitasking. So again, the sonic care, as you can see, my mouth isn't dribbling. It's not making a mess because it's vibrating at a high frequency. I highly recommend this type of, instead of a manual toothbrush, I highly recommend a toothbrush that vibrates a lot, because then you don't have to open up your mouth that much and nothing will spill out. You can see my beard is shining, my skin is starting to shine, and I am feeling good, and I'm gonna get my teeth cleaned. Okay. Next step, let's go into the body care. The body care, I love this Hyaluronic Acid 4D body oil. The body oil penetrates so well. Sometimes I use a body butter to maximize the feel and the glide of it. I like to put two things together. I'm like an oil beast. So I use the body butter and I also use the body oil together, and I'm gonna put that on. And my wife says I slather it on, but I like to stay moisturized throughout the entire day. And your skin is just going to look so good and so healthy that you'll see why that I put this much on. When you start to put it on, you'll see that your skin is gonna start to glow really, really well. If you have somebody that can put it on your back for you, even better, because sometimes we forget to really, put things on our back, put the moisturization on our back. That's the reason why we sometimes have back acne and just dry skin on our back overall. So I really do think that most people don't put stuff on their back. Next thing, I'm gonna put the body butter directly onto my feet, okay? You wanna put the body butter on your feet every single day and then put your socks on. Do not let your heels or your feet get cracked, because once your skin starts to crack, you're going to open yourself up to really having just a bad time. That leads to infection. All right, especially as we get older. So again, every single time I use the body oil, I'm going to shake it. I'm doing my legs right now with that, and also I'm going to do my other leg with the body oil, because I just love how it feels on my skin. The next part is going to be you know, I'm really trying not to get vulgar or anything like that. I'm going down in my private area. I don't shave. I don't see I don't have a necessary, I'm not a porn star or anything like that. So I don't have a necessity to shave. So I'm going to use hydrosol down there to wet my hair. And then I'm going to use, you can either use the hair serum or you can use the body oil down there. Okay? So let's put the body oil down there. Let's moisturize our groin hair if you have any. If you don't, still moisturize the skin down there. Don't put it inside of you. Put it on the outer part of your body. And then I'm going to finish again with the moisturizing layer so I can lock that moisture in. When I put my underwear on, that moisturizing layer is really going to keep my skin down there soft. It's going to keep it moisturized, and it's also going to be great. 8 minutes in, we're done. Most people say, like, how long do you, okay, so at the end of so after I do all of that, now I'm going to rub in, you see how it clumps up, the deodorant clumps up as I spent 8 minutes doing other things, it clumped up right into the middle of my armpit. Because those 20 swipes, they actually penetrated into my skin. So I only had a little bit to rub in towards the end of my entire routine. All right, that's the beauty of letting it sit on your skin, the deodorant, until you are ready to wipe it in very gently. And that is the end, guys, from start to finish. Only 8 minutes long, but I use so many different products. I use the hydrosols, I use the hyaluronic acid face serum, beard serum, hair serum, also the hyaluronic acid moisturizing layer, and I use the Oxy Pulling, the natural mouthwash, and the tooth powder. I also use the body butter. So yes, there are a lot of the deodorant, the magnesium deodorant. So there are a lot of products, but if you want healthy skin, make sure that you use healthy products. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, let us know. Contact at garnersgarden.com. Thank you.